Here we are, and welcome to the most anticipated episode of the Friday Night Movie Podcast. And the reason why this has been anticipated, I would say this is 13 years in the making. 13 years in the making? I don't know. Or 12 years in the making? Because here we have the debut of the next generation of Friday Night Movie here. We have with us my daughter, who just had her bat mitzvah.
Hello.
And wanted only one thing. She didn't want the party, so we canceled that. She didn't want any of her relatives to come and visit, except for Tia, Becky, and Tia Lily. So we sent everybody home, and we are recording an episode of the podcast, of which she got to pick the topic. Yeah. And I'm also going to introduce her. I'm going to say her name on the podcast for the first time. Nama Corman. Welcome to the show. Nama, what's the topic of today's podcast?
Hello. The topic for today's podcast, I don't know why I'm talking weird, topic is Harry Potter, because that's the only good topic about pop culture in the history of the world. And you guys have just been talking about nonsense for 6 years.
Okay. Oh, shots fired.
Now coming in hot.
Yeah, but to Nama's,
you might want to ramp up to the burn.
But I will say she listens to the show a lot, like more than most people. So she's a very, very expert listener. As a result, the burns that I get in my house are closer to the Lily and Becky level burn than normal people get from their children. So just be ready for it, people. All right.
It's gonna be very funny.
So Nama, before we turn the tables on us and have you ask us questions and tell us some stuff about Harry Potter, how are you feeling now that you're a bat mitzvah?
I'm really tired.
Yeah, it was
really,
hard
really
work.
tired.
It was hard work. And how do you feel about the fact that I pay a significant amount of attention to pop culture and have seen all the Harry Potter stuff? Your Tias, I can't really...
You're just like touching the boxes. And
I can't really tell what your Tias, Lily and Becky, they're very confused. Nama.
No, I'm not mean to start off on a negative note here, but Nama handed out Harry Potter wands to everyone. Everybody got one with a fancy explanation of what, and I just got.
You have the wrong one. That's my dad's.
It's very bulbous.
Yeah, but that's not yours.
No, but it doesn't
matter.
matter.
Moody's wand. That's for my dad.
Hers came with a whole explanation of the core.
Yeah.
And mine's just like, oh, here's a gray box with somebody else's wand in it.
Actually, that's my mom's / Fleur de la Croix.
Well, I think
that's
she
high praise.
Your wand is
that's
like
Mad Eye Moody's wand. It's very
Lord of the
So,
Rings.
Nama, why don't you
Looks
walk
like
your Tias through the wands that they got as an opening?
Oh,
as an
I'd be
opening
delighted to. I have my notes.
Okay.
It looks like a back scratcher.
Okay, no, you cannot scratch your back with that.
That's a great idea.
Why are you scratching your back?
Look how heavy.
Stop it.
No, but it has those
All right.
ridges.
Nama, walk us through the wands.
That's not even yours.
If I cut this in half, there's actual hair in there.
Oh my God!
Unicorn
Stop
hair.
There might be.
abusing my.
Don't cut it in
Mine
half.
was mine was made in China. I'm just saying. It says on the box.
They could have unicorn hair there.
Yeah.
They probably do.
Okay. So, let's see. Tia Lily, you're holding the wrong wand. I just want that
Sure.
The wand that you're
That's-
supposed to
that's
have is the
wooden one.
the wooden
back
one.
Scratcher.
No, it's not a back scratcher.
But it does look like one of those back
You
scratchers.
have
It's a
to
very
stop
classic
doing that.
wand.
You have to stop doing that. Okay. So you have Mad Eye Moody. No, you don't have Mad Eye.
No, I
You
have
have-
maple and unicorn hair.
So you don't actually have a character wand. You have a universal wand, which you can find in the shops. This is the wand of David Jove, our beloved cousin.
Okay.
You can read the thing in the bottom
Maple and unicorn hair wand. They don't like to stay home, so Shai can't have this wand. The owner of Maple and Unicorn Hair Wand is driven and achieves greatness and embraces adventure. That's David. That really
It is
fits.
David.
This suits him well.
And I just thought that you would
wonder
like
if I
it.
cut this in half. Is there
No,
hair
you
inside?
really can't do
'Cause
that.
The hair is inside. That's what
Yeah.
Yes, it is inside.
Also,
but
it looks like it has a camera.
So
on
it
the top.
actually-
I
what's
think
int-
if you cut it in half, you would
No,
break
oh my
it.
God, stop.
No, I'm
I'm
saying
not
she would
doing
break it. It would
I
lose
just
its
wondered-
magical
Okay.
power.
Some
okay,
of
let
the
me
wands-
Let me explain it. I want to
Okay.
explain it.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go to Universal, the wands that you can get at the shop that aren't the character wands have sensors in them.
Oh.
So there's little spots around the Harry Potter like rides and stores and stuff where you can wave your wands and it'll do something or it'll make
but
some
not
voice.
the character ones.
The character ones can't do anything, and if you get picked for one of the shows, you get one of those wands. And if you go shopping in the stores for a non-character wand, they have sensors. I got a character one, but I didn't want to bring that downstairs because you guys would all make fun of it.
Why?
Because it's like white and twirly, and
Which character?
it's not a character wand. It's my wand.
Oh, but why would
Why
I make
would I
fun of
make
your
fun of your
one?
Because you're scratching your back with my mom's.
Yeah,
I
because
can't
you gave
imagine you're gonna use that one to pick your nose.
I wouldn't- I-
but I'd
but I
love
wouldn't-
to see yours.
I
would
wouldn't
never make
disrespect
fun.
your personal
Well,
wand.
I have 2 wands.
No, yeah.
Okay.
This is my first
Can
wand.
I ask a very serious question? Do you believe they're magical?
It depends. It depends on the day. Okay, so this is
Aw,
my
I love
wand.
that.
I love that.
Thank
I
you.
believe in their magic, for
Thank
the
you.
record.
Yeah, you believe that they will scratch your back and pick your nose.
Yeah, and get rid of all the lice.
Okay, my mom, if she finds like little lice babies on that, I mean, she's gonna be mad.
Okay, so tell us about yours.
So my wand is a tribute to the diadem of Ravenclaw, which is a Horcrux. I want you to tell me what that is.
I know what a Horcrux is. I know what a Horcrux
Tell
is.
me what it is.
A Horcrux is when he who shall not be named's soul was split into 7 parts.
Sounds like
Wow.
Each one enchanted into a different
sounds like something you need antibiotics for.
object.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, yeah, that's right. So one of them was one of the founders of Hogwarts was named Rayona Ravenclaw. She's the queen of the
Are you Ravenclaw? Or?
I'm Ravenclaw.
She's Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Everyone
That's
knows
why-
that,
I only
Lily.
know
Yeah.
I only know Gryffindor.
Okay, we're gonna go
Mom
around.
is Gryffindor,
I have
right?
so many
Yeah, for
questions for you guys, and a lot of them are gonna involve reciting stuff from memory, and we're gonna talk about all the Patronuses.
Patroni.
Patronuses.
So when you're not in this world of Harry Potter that I am not, this sounds ridiculous.
It kind of does.
I just,
Okay.
but like I know that all the like Lord of the Rings has crazy lore and all kinds of stuff. Star Wars has all this kind of stuff.
Don't-
Not spells,
I'll be very
but
very
people get
diligent
really
with
into it, and it's great.
So, all right, and Becky's, you were very thoughtful about which one Becky got to borrow. That's
I
not
did. I wanted to
Mom's.
pick a very nice one.
I'm actually very excited. It's very fancy.
Thank you. This is Fleur Delacour's one. She is one of the Triwizard champions and Bill Weasley's wife. They get married.
And
in
she's
the-
French.
Yeah, and she's French.
But
She's
doesn't
French.
she go on a date with Harry?
No,
No.
Who does Harry go on a date with? That's not Hermione.
no, she doesn't.
Well,
have
he
a-
and
He
Some
never
lady.
goes on a date
It
with
was
But
Hermione.
he has a girlfriend. No,
Cho
there's a
Jenny.
girl that's no.
Cho Chang.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
one.
no, definitely not. Not at all.
Okay, that's
I
the
don't know what her one looks like. I forget. So this one is it's a really nice wand, and I gave it to my mom when we went to Universal, and it works. It's really pretty.
In the book / movies, do these fly around by themselves?
No.
Are they their own?
No, you have
Hold
to
on to
wield
them.
it.
You have to hold on
Like
to
a
it.
light-
And the
lightsaber.
wrist movement matters.
You
And
have to
the
hold it.
pattern that you move it in.
But if
so
you,
you're
100%.
like
it doesn't have a life
Patronus,
of its own.
but you don't make a
Well,
Patronus.
there's
It
a whole
doesn't
thing about how
work.
the wand chooses you, and the wand has feelings.
Right, but if I put the wand down, it just sits there.
yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't. It doesn't fly away.
It doesn't.
It's not gonna rumble.
It's not a broom.
It's not a Quidditch
Snitch,
egg
snitch,
or whatever.
stitch.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have you name all
Okay.
of the different.
Nama,
balls.
how about
Snitch.
next you sort us into houses?
Oh, this is so
Your
easy.
father and your. And,
Oh my
and
god,
his
this is so
son.
easy. I would just like to point out your wand is Mad Eye Moody's.
Mad Eye
wand,
Moody's one.
which
Yeah,
is
I picked
your
this
favorite
one.
character.
I love this. I love Mad Eye
Besides
Moody.
Kingsley Shacklebolts, but there was
Yeah.
no wand. For
I
him.
like all the side Order of the Phoenix characters. I think they're cool. I would read graphic novels about their adventures.
Okay, I bet there's graphic novels. Okay, so you're obviously a Gryffindor.
Shai's a Gryffindor.
Yeah, because he
That's
does
obviously.
he does the
Yeah.
craziest
But
stuff.
that's what Harry is.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Harry's-
Dumbledore.
Potter. I mean, when I say Harry, I mean Harry.
All
Potter.
the
not
Potters
Tio
are-
Harry.
Not Tio Harry.
Right.
All the
So,
Potters are
all the Potters. Do you always be in the same house as your family?
No.
no.
Are all the Weasleys in the same house?
Yes.
What? They're all in Gryffindor.
They all happen to be
Yeah.
in Gryffindor, but
Mm.
They follow the for example.
And the
no, I'm serious.
Slytherins are no the white hair the Malfoys are in the Slytherins.
yeah.
Well,
So people do go to their house. Family
okay. First of all,
house.
not all the Potters. Now that I think about it, Harry's son is in Slytherin. His
Hold your mic up.
his
Oh, but that's a
son is in
spoiler, but that's a
Slytherin?
spoiler. We're not doing Cursed Child.
I'm
We're
just
only
telling
doing
you
up to
that.
the-
You
No,
asked
but
me.
that's interesting. I didn't know
That's
that.
so interesting.
And Harry
It's
almost
very
went to Slytherin
He
himself.
almost.
yeah.
So is his kid?
Oh
Okay,
my
I have
God!
too many
Stop
questions.
scratching your head with the wand.
Sorry, I didn't.
God.
I'm not the first.
Okay, so your dad is
A Gryffindor. Because he does the wildest, craziest stuff.
Okay,
Like
that's great. And who am I?
But also,
I think he like loves to have the heart of gold, and he's always like doing what's better for everyone. Oh, let me be the hero, and
And when he's not the hero,
Such
he
a
gets very
Gryffindor.
upset.
That's
Gryffindors love that they're Gryffindors.
Yeah.
That
they
is
love
true.
it.
Okay, so it's a bit like a Luke Skywalker.
They
situation.
love
yeah.
being
Yeah,
mentors.
yeah.
They love
Definitely.
being the hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Gotcha.
Tia, you are 100% a Hufflepuff.
I
You know,
don't
actually,
know
you're
what
not
that
100
means, and
but describe what the Hufflepuff.
Am I supposed to be offended because
No.
I'm very happy?
They're
Well-
snuggly and loyal.
Oh, that's
Well,
me.
yes, there's also like a little bit about how the fact that I would just like to point out. I'd just like to point this out in case someone goes up to you and tells you this. The Hufflepuffs are basically so.
the best thing I've ever heard.
So. What? Oh my God.
Keep going.
Okay, so the woman who founded Hufflepuff was very loyal and kind, and so when all the founders were like, "We will take in the cunning, we'll take in the brave, we'll take in the smart. I'll take the extras."
No.
Yeah.
We'll take
Yeah.
the voters.
Yeah, but the Hufflepuffs are also heroes too, right? Who's a Hufflepuff that's a hero?
Nymphadora Tonks.
Oh, Nymphadora Tonks is a
The-
Hufflepuff.
Yeah, the one with the red hair,
She changes shape and she marries Remus Lupin.
the werewolf.
That's right. That's right.
Shai, why? How
Tonks,
do you keep
that's right,
all of this in
Tonks.
your? This isn't from your childhood. Plus, you have all the Lord of the Rings and all the Star Wars. Like, you know who the Ents are from Lord of the Rings. If I ask you about their history right now, you can keep all that in your head. This is wild.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a Hufflepuff. I love that.
Okay, because
Okay.
you're
And
the
Nama's
floaters.
sister's a Hufflepuff.
Right, and
Yeah.
I thought that made them the fashion house. Because she's very
Well,
fashionable.
maybe they are
no,
fashionable too.
No, the Hufflepuffs are very.
They're just sweet.
Yeah, they're Cedric Diggory. I know
Oh, he's a
Oh.
Hufflepuff.
that- Yeah.
Isn't that the guy
doesn't he
that
die?
that
He
is
does.
he
He
goes
100%
and- Pattinson and
He
goes,
dies
he
very
does the
much.
swimming. He does the swimming.
A lot of
'Cause I
people,
read that book,
You're one.
right?
The Fleur de la Cour also does the swimming,
Mm-hmm.
and so does Victor
Okay,
Crumb.
so it's Becky.
Okay, you're a Slytherin. You're such a Slytherin.
Amazing.
It's
What
That
is
Interesting.
doesn't mean
Why-
you're bad.
No, but why am I, let's say, a Slytherin? Well,
Because you're
I'm
a
not a
boss?
Ravenclaw. I'm not smart enough to be a Ravenclaw.
You're very
Ravenclaws
smart.
are smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. They're like the very,
They're the big
very,
brain,
very
as
sharp.
they say.
Well, how do they describe Slytherin? There is a description.
Okay, so
They're
people
cunning.
are constantly stereotyping the Slytherins as being like bad,
Evil.
and
Okay.
even though
Just because
like,
a few of the Slytherins were.
like serial killers.
No, but I'm for sure. Well, okay. Well, I was gonna say I am for sure one of those people. When at first you meet me, you probably don't like me, but then you do get to know me, and you realize that I'm a very good.
Think of the
person underneath.
Slytherins like Fire Nation in
I don't know what.
Yeah.
That means.
in Airbender.
In Airbender.
Like
The-
just because they behaved a
You're
certain
not
way in a
using-
certain period does not mean the Fire Nation itself is
I
bad.
don't think
Yeah.
Because
you're
there are
using full
heroic people
sentences.
like Prince Zuko.
I don't think you're using full
I
sentences.
am using full
I don't
sentences.
think so.
All right,
Yes.
Okay.
keep going.
They're very cunning. They're very smart. They're a little sly. They're sometimes a little sneaky. They always. I'm sorry. I'm just watching my Tia.
No,
They're
no,
very
no,
they're
just
very
They have the inside info, and they kind of they know how to get like they're very sly. They know how to
No, to get things
they
done.
know how to work the system if the system doesn't work for them.
Oh.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah.
very nice.
So that's
All right,
how-
okay,
yeah.
so you've sorted us into houses.
They just happen to be the bad guys
Ne-
of the movie, though.
No. Snape is a good guy.
Yeah, Snape is a good guy.
That's a spoiler. That's a spoiler for
That-
people who didn't watch it. Spoiler
Well-
alert.
That's not true. From the beginning, he technically is a good guy.
Yeah,
That is true.
it is true.
He's
Why?
not.
Because
he's-
he's always in alignment with Dumbledore.
He's always in alignment.
only
That is right.
assumed
That's
to be
your,
a
like,
bad
Easter
guy.
egg.
You're,
that he's
you
not-
know
He's a
that
good
he's
guy.
good because Dumbledore trusts him.
Yeah.
So you
and
know he's
Dumbledore
never really
always
bad.
trusts him.
Dumbledore's like he's played like three-dimensional
Dumbledore
chess
does
the whole game.
a Gandalf thing where he dies and comes back.
No,
Not
he
really.
doesn't come
He
back.
dies.
Not really. He just
Oh.
dies.
He sacrifices himself.
No, he doesn't.
So sad.
Well, yeah, he does.
It's so
no,
sad.
he doesn't.
Doesn't he fall
Yeah.
out a window?
No,
No,
I
like
mean, he
Snape?
does.
Someone
No,
falls
he
out a
does
window.
fall out of
That seems anticlimactic.
No,
for
he
a
does.
Someone
wizard.
falls out a window.
No, he does fall out of a window, but
Thank
he
you.
dies first, and then because he's like on the edge of a window because
Oh,
of
okay.
gravity and stuff, he
All right, but
then
don't spoil
falls
anymore, 'cause
So
out.
he
one day I'll have
falls
to read
out
these.
a window.
Yes. Either way, he's very
Good,
dead.
good memory.
He's very, very dead.
That's like a core. That's like
okay.
an important moment.
But there's the painting of him in the headmaster's office of him.
That, by the way, these paintings, Lily, this is Lily's dream. People are dead, but there's a painting where they still like
Hang out
talk
with
to you
you
and
all
hang
the
out with you.
time.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you went to that place where they have the paintings?
You can do
Yes.
a lot of things to hang out with dead people. You could do a little rememball thing.
No,
What's
that's
that?
totally different thing. That's,
You can go back
that's
in
to help-
time.
No, that's a time turner.
That you could do
They're
a time
very
turner.
illegal. By the end of the whole franchise, they're very illegal.
But you could use a time turner.
Okay, wait. But
you could do your
so I can
memory
establish where
ball
we're
thing.
at.
Yeah.
The wands, yes, are magical. But do you think that Harry Potter's real? No.
Like as a person,
right.
if the
Like,
wizarding community was a thing, then probably.
Okay, but is the wizarding community a thing?
Is
It
there a real
depends.
Hogwarts out there?
First of all, there
Yes.
actually is a castle, which
Where
is
it's
a real
based.
castle,
Okay.
which they use.
I just need to understand that, like, the magic of this world does bleed a little bit into our reality.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, I love that. That's great.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
Well, it's built
great.
into our world. It's not like Star Wars and it exists in some random place
Oh,
in
yeah,
space.
totally.
Right, it's
So-
in London, right? You can go to the platform 1
9 3/4.
or whatever.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask
I
you.
only know that because I got quizzed earlier, and
She was
it's
like
not
10
9
and 3/4,
All right.
8
Now,
and, 8
Nama,
and 5/4.
One of our favorite things to do is you will ask me for things that I don't remember, and one of them is the Deathly Hallows. And I was wondering if you could
Yes. Oh my goodness.
you could take us
yes.
to this point. We really
Okay.
want to put Tia
I need
Lily
you to
on the
pass
spot
me
here.
my
What's a
phone
Deathly
case.
Hallow?
Yes, I'm
Wait,
already
Is
said
that
read the
different?
book.
Isn't that different
Okay.
than a horse? Is that
This
the same
is-
thing as a
Yeah.
horcrux?
No, totally
Yeah.
different.
But
Okay,
didn't you
this
read
is
the books?
look at this. Look at this. Do you see this?
Yeah.
This is the Deathly Hallows. The symbol, the triangle, the circle, and the line. Okay, this is the Deathly Hallows. I'm not going to tell you what the story is. I'm going to explain
It's like
after.
it's animated in the movie, right?
Yes, it is
It's like
animated in
3D.
Oh yeah, how do you remember
She's made
that?
me watch it like 17 times.
No, I made it. I mean,
and I'm always like, what is this?
oh, it's very cool. It's so cool. Okay, so.
But it's different than a horcrux?
Okay, just
It-
yes, it's
yeah.
different than a Horcrux. Just by looking like,
I don't
just
think
by
we- I
looking
don't-
at this.
This is an explicit
want-
podcast, but I don't think we can say Horcrux.
Okay, just by looking at this, I want you to try to craft a backstory for this superstition. I want both of you to do it. Dad has crafted.
Nama's gonna read you the one that I told her.
Okay,
It's
okay,
a
read
I know I'm
that.
reading
It's a
that. No, I'm reading that
superstition?
afterwards.
It's a superstition?
It's a superstition that is revealed to be true. Hold on, you guys are gonna each craft like a minute backstory because it's.
I
it's
can't
like
see
four-
it.
I'm not giving it to you yet, okay? And then I'm going to read my dad's, and then I'm gonna tell you the actual story. It's gonna be
Wait,
sure
we have to do a full minute backstory?
No, you don't have to do a full minute.
Just
That's an
I think you need
expression.
to read your dad's because I don't even have
Oh, it's
anywhere to
it's
start. like
hilarious.
this.
Okay, Tia Becky, I want you to start.
This
Just by looking
is
at
a
this.
superstition.
Yes, it is a superstition in the wizarding community, and just by looking at this, I'm going to tell you what it consists of, though. Dad,
Okay.
my dad,
A triangle, a circle,
And a
and
line.
A
Yes.
line
They
and
actually
3 brothers.
they symbolize 3 actual
They
wizard.
had a podcast. It was a podcast about spells and gossip, wizardly gossip, and beauty tips. And the Deathly Hallows is what happens to you if you don't have a vegan diet. And they shamed other wizards. The Deathly Hallows is what happens in the toilet. And power, longing, and humility is part of their
Catchphrase,
Yeah.
slogan.
Right,
Okay.
that's their.
Now you have to hand it over to Tia Becky.
No, I'm on her team.
No, you.
Let's hear.
Okay.
I'm
let's
on
hear
her
your
team.
dad.
read
Okay.
the one
Your
I
dad.
text. So Nama is on the bus when she sends me this, and I think I was at work.
No, because you got me the phone case, and I was like,
Oh.
I was getting out of the car, and he said, I asked him, what do you think this means? And we had to go, so he just texted me this story. So I took a screenshot, and I put it on the sheet of paper, and I'm going to read it to you, because this is the best. This is the greatest thing ever. Okay. Yankel, Herzl, and Putzel were brothers. They owned a bagel
There's
shop.
Jewish wizards.
Oh, yeah, they're very Jewish, even though there's
I thought only the bankers were Jewish.
Just the money goblins.
the goblins. Okay.
Or Alon called it the shekel goblin,
The shekel
the
goblin.
golden shekel goblins.
Okay. You can't interrupt me because I'm going to start because I'm going to forget this because there's a lot of Jewish words in this. Okay, Yankel, Herzl, and Putzel were brothers. They owned a bagel shop. And when someone ordered a Hamantaschen, a bagel, and a breadstick, they made the Deathly Hallows. One day, Dumbledore came into the bagel shop and ordered some lox with chive cream cheese, but he also wanted some dessert. He saw a new baked good, the Deathly Hallows, and ordered it. But Voldemort was jealous and stole it. the Deathly Hallows and smeared strawberry cream cheese on it to keep it hidden. So then the three brothers got in their suburban broom and went to Passover Seder with the Weasleys. The end.
Amazing.
So that is not the actual story.
But I think these are both very.
I think these are better
creative.
than the story.
No,
Let
'cause
people.
the
I'm sure
story's
people,
incredible.
Oh my God, whoever's
this-
listening to this podcast already knows this story. I don't see why anybody would listen
Okay,
to this.
So
other
reveal
than-
it to
the
us.
pictures on this. Okay, the triangle is supposed to represent the invisibility cloak, which Harry inherits his first year of Hogwarts. The circle is supposed to represent the resurrection stone, which can revive loved ones from the dead at a cost because they suffer. And then this, like the line in the middle is the elder wand, which is like the most powerful wand ever. And the story is that these three brothers are walking across a bridge, and they wave their wands, and they're walking across a lake, and they wave their wands, and there's a bridge. But like Death appears, like Death is in this story. He's a character, and he's like, "Oh, I'm mad. You cheated me. You guys were gonna drown, and now I'm upset." And so he decides to trick them into giving them 3 prizes, which will eventually make them meet their demise: the invisibility cloak, the resurrection stone, and the elder wand. And slowly, one by one, the first 2 brothers die because the resurrection stone.
This is for children?
Yes, the resurrection stone and the elder wand are just going to make them vain and mean. So one of them is killed and the other one commits suicide.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's really sad.
These are adult themes.
Yeah, and then so the
It's a later book though.
Yeah, the later books are definitely
The
for
first
older
book is
kids.
just like the main theme is male. In the first one,
Getting
it was a
mail.
kid getting
Owls.
mail.
Yeah. getting mail.
It's mail.
It's owls.
It could
It's
just be
owls
like
delivering
Harry
mail.
Potter and the Crazy Postal Service.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Okay.
So, wow, we really, 8 books in, take quite a dark turn.
And so then the youngest brother who got the invisibility cloak hid from Death, and so he couldn't find him.
Jeez.
And then when he was really old, he gave the cloak to his son. And then he died, and Death, and he was like.
But these are actual items that then
Well,
are
Harry
in
does
the
have an
story.
invisibility
So the invisibility cloak is found. It turns out the elder wand is Dumbledore's wand,
Ooh.
and then the resurrection stone is hidden inside of the snitch, which Dumbledore gives to Harry in his will. And so then he
That
gets
also sounds like
But
explicit
also-
for this podcast. What's a snitch?
okay.
Dumbledore gives Harry his snitch.
That doesn't seem appropriate.
On so many levels.
Is
Is,
that's
is
not why-
Harry?
and
Is
then someone
Harry?
pushes him out of a
Is he?
window.
Is he still a minor in the, when he gets his snitch?
One thing though I want to note. One thing I always found confusing is that there is a sorcerer's stone and a resurrection stone.
Yes.
What is the
Different
And a
difference?
philosopher's stone.
And
if you
an
grew up in
infinity
Canada.
stone.
There's
Or
no
the
infinity
UK.
stone.
Wait, there's philosopher's stone is different than a. There's a.
No,
Okay,
the
the
sorcerer's stone and the philosopher's stone are the same thing.
They're just called that in England and Canada. And
Yeah.
in the States, it's a sorcerer's stone.
Why?
I don't know.
You didn't know that? If you bought your book in Canada, my book says
Yeah,
the
I gotta
philosopher's
tell you,
stone.
It's the sorcerer's stone.
I'm
Why?
not a
Do
big
Americans
fan.
not know what philosophers are?
I have a question. If you're watching a thing about wizards and you said it was a philosopher's stone, wouldn't you find that confusing?
It should
No,
be
because I'm
sorcerer.
reading a book about wizards. Who cares?
Yeah.
But also, what about the Infinity Stone?
That is from Marvel Comics.
I was about to say that
There's
does
an
not sound like-
an opportunity for crossover.
Is that like
lot of
the
stones.
infinity goblet or whatever?
Gauntlet.
That's the same
Infinity
thing.
Goblet.
It's the exact same
Goblet.
thing.
I thought it was a glove.
That's pretty okay. So, anyways, so that happens, and then
All right, let's get to the
Okay,
quiz
yeah.
game.
All right,
Okay,
now let's
so
do some
I
trivia.
have- I brought trivia, and I'm gonna throw in some of my own questions because I'm just gonna ask you guys to
Alright.
name
And we
stuff.
just have to
I-
guess the answer.
Yeah.
I know a lot
No,
about
some of
Harry
them are
Potter.
multiple
Shai,
choice.
did
I
you
read
read all
all
the
the
books?
books.
Yeah. No, I didn't read the play. the
Before
first
we
time.
start,
You
I
read the
read
books?
all the books.
Yeah.
By yourself?
For like many years, the last book I had read was the last Harry Potter
But
book.
when you had kids or before you had kids?
I remember I finished the 7th one on jury duty. That's all I remember.
really?
But did you
But
have
I
kids
still lived
yet?
in DC then, so no, I
No, you
didn't have kids.
Okay, wait. So,
And for many years, that was the last book I
Okay.
read.
okay, so I'm going to start with my own question. You're going to get bonus points for this. Okay. The first question is, can you name all of the Quidditch balls? Bonus point
Oh my
if you can
God,
tell
what
me
does
the
that
first
mean?
broom that Harry Potter owned.
A
There-
broom.
Oh, I
Yes.
know these. Okay.
Broom.
Okay, no,
The
wait.
snitch?
I'm going to tell
No,
you
no,
how many
I-
balls there are. Okay.
I feel like she's trolling us. What is this? What do you mean balls? I don't understand.
All right.
What?
She asked me this last week and I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
You read the books.
Yeah, I don't
You
remember.
knew there's more than one ball?
Yeah, there's at least two.
There's at least two. I only no. There's three.
There's the
There's
bludger.
three. There's the quaffle and the
quaffle.
snitch.
That definitely sounds disgusting.
The quaffle.
There's 4, okay?
There's a fourth one.
What about the bludger?
No, the bludger.
That sounds like
The bludger, the quaffle, and the snitch.
What's the quaffle?
The quaffle's for quaffling.
But how many points do you get with a quaffle?
I don't-
vagina.
You get 10 points.
Wait a minute.
You get 10 points from the quaffle.
It's true.
Okay.
every time you quaffle, you get 10 points.
Yeah.
You guys just be civilized human beings while I explain this.
Definitely
Okay.
not.
Alright.
Welcome
Alright.
to the
Okay,
podcast.
there are
Wait. So
4.
are we on the same team or are we competing against each other?
Oh,
We have to be a team. We'll
I'm
never.
too
I think we have
tired.
to.
I'm too tired to write down who gets points.
No, I think it's it's like
Yeah,
an
we're a
honor,
team.
an honor
Right,
system.
Right, so
just
we've got the.
No, hold on. I'm
I
going
almost
to
said.
Don't cover your mic. You dropped her mic on the floor. It's not your fault. Who named these things? This is disgusting. What?
Okay, there's 4 balls.
the snack.
2 of the same balls are the same.
The
2 of the
quaffle.
4 balls are the same, okay?
Oh, because there's 2 bludgers.
There's 2 bludgers.
What is that? What does that mean?
The bludger is the one you use to beat people with.
Yeah, your job. The bludger doesn't score points. You just hit people in the. You whack it.
You were trying to whack them and injure
Yeah.
them.
So like while you're quaffling back and forth, and someone's chasing
and
the
the
snitch,
quaffle is 10 points.
The quaffle is 10
and that
points.
you have to get
the
in
snitch
the.
is 150
You have to get the
points.
quaffle in the quaffle hole. It's a ring.
It's
right?
a ring, and then you
Yes.
get 10 points.
There's
but
3
while that's
rings.
going on, people are hitting another ball.
Heavy like lead balls at your head to try to knock you out. Harry gets it in the head, right? At one point, or Ron gets it in the head. Someone gets it in the head.
But
Oliver Wood.
Oliver Wood.
I
okay.
get 10. Wow, your
But
recall of this
but the
is
snitch,
I'm
if you
amazing
catch
at
the
this.
snitch, it's 150 points.
Yeah, and it ends the game. But the person who catches the snitch doesn't necessarily win because if the other team has
more than 150 points.
more than 150 points, it
That's
doesn't matter.
A lot of quaffles.
Yeah. In the Wizarding world, the longest match that ever lasted, I think, was 3 months, because they couldn't find the snitch.
Where was it?
Well, it's very fast.
It's very fast and it's very hard to see. And it's very small.
They
Okay, I'm
couldn't find it.
no.
Wait, and
There's
Harry's
lots of books
Harry's
on
Harry's
how to find the
and
snitch.
Harry's broom,
Oh yeah,
which
The
our
first
cousin David, I think, bought a real version of.
Of
Possibly.
Harry's broom.
Yeah, is the Nimbus 3000?
no.
2000.
So yes,
The
Nimbus
first
2000.
one is the Nimbus
Okay,
2000.
he gets extra quaffle points.
For us, we
Yeah.
got extra quaffles.
And
Okay.
for okay, I'm gonna explain what they do, and then I'm gonna be done. Okay. He looks so.
Becky says-
Oh my god! Can
Okay,
we
we
just
need
move on
to
to the
move
next
on
question?
from the
Next
Okay,
question,
move on,
next-
move on.
next
It's
question,
fine.
next
You guys will
question.
just never know. I'm just
We'll
gonna.
never
No, we
know.
explained it.
Okay.
I'll never
You'll never
know.
know what they do though.
We
Yeah, the
did. We
snitch
just
runs around and you
explained
catch
it.
it.
Whatever. Okay. I have 2 sides. One
But I
of
love
them
how
is
Nama said
objects.
that's the one time they couldn't find the snitch.
Okay. So one of these sides is characters. One of
like,
them is
Videos and books. Tell you.
Okay, one of the sides is characters, one of the sides is objects and places and things. So you guys get to
Okay.
choose which
Ooh,
side you want to start
That's
with.
pretty funny. Where do you want to start with?
We just did objects. Let's
Oh.
do
Oh, yeah,
places.
Okay.
That's
No,
good.
no, objects and places and things.
Although
are on
we
the
do
same
people. Let's
side.
do people.
Okay, I'm gonna pull a random one.
Oh, this is great.
Okay, so they have the answer, so I have to be really, really, really careful. Okay, I'm gonna just do one because there's 5 questions on each card. Okay, so each card has a topic. So the topic is the Triwizard Champions, and I'm
Ooh.
gonna
Oh,
do
is that the one where they go swimming?
yes,
I
the
read-
one where
I
they
read
go
that book.
swimming.
That's my
Okay.
favorite book of the group.
Okay. Victor Crumb is selected by the Goblet of Fire as a Triwizard champion from which school?
I'm sorry.
Not Hogwarts.
There's other schools.
Yeah,
There's 2
that's the
other
Triwizard
schools.
tournament.
The-
There's the
France.
Bulgarians,
Those come
The-
from France, right? Are they
France,
from
Bulgaria, and
England.
England.
Yeah, but you have
So-
to tell me what the
England
school
is
is.
Hogwarts?
no, he's from Bulgaria.
But you have to tell me the name of the school.
Mom went to Bulgaria once, by the way. Found all the Jews and went to Sukkot.
Aww. What's the name of the Bulgarian wizard school?
Yeah. I'm gonna put this back in because I know the answer.
Kruszlachenskan.
Yeah.
That's closest. It starts with a B. Oh no, it starts with a D.
Dubenheimer.
That's closer. It's Durmstrang.
Durmstrang.
Yeah.
There we
that's
go.
really close. Good job, Beck.
Okay, let's see if I can.
I saw a great foot massage with this one.
I'm gonna pull another one. Oh, here's a good one. Okay. Okay.
Just like the scene of my sisters with these wands.
David
Lily's
is not
just
gonna want this
rubbing
one back.
this wand
It has,
all
like, these
over her
spikes.
feet.
It has these
Becky's
spikes. It's so nice.
scratching her head and ears with the wand.
comfortable. It's
disgusting.
wonderful.
So
It's so therapeutic.
It is relaxing.
I am like, oh, I would get one of these.
Okay,
It's like $70 on this, and I was like, oh, that kind of tracks.
Okay.
It's definitely solid.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they aren't garbagey.
No, I want to know if there's unicorn hair in here though.
Okay. Okay. This is the topic: is the room of requirement, and who conjures the fiend fear in the room of requirement, costing him his life in the Battle of Hogwarts.
Okay, so someone is in the room
There's
of
so many
requirement
words in that
and
question.
conjures the fiend fear.
And it
Which
cost
is,
him
it's a
his
giant
life.
fire.
In the
It's
Battle
a
of
giant
Hogwarts.
fire. He just makes a giant fire.
Oh, it's Crab and Goyle.
No, but it's only one. Of them.
What?
It's
Yeah,
only one of
it's
them.
it's one of
Are
them.
they bad guys?
It's
not
Goyle. Goyle.
it's Goyle.
Goyle
Aren't they
dies.
It is Goyle.
Slytherins?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go in the room of requirement and they try to get something, and then they end up. It's actually, I
They're
think,
looking for the diadem of Ravenclaw.
it's you shouldn't be laughing at like a minor's death in a movie, but I find this to be. I was talking about this the other day with Nala. The funniest death in all of Harry Potter is these like tubby kids running for their lives, and one of them just gets vaporized after a decade of you watching him bully Harry Potter, and he's zoom,
Wow.
Yeah,
burned to a
it's
crisp.
Oh yeah, it's
There's some
terrifying.
real comeuppance in this
he's
movie.
climbing across this giant mountain of like clutter and stuff that's been building up in the room of requirement, and he like is grabbing onto a chair. It goes loose, and then he like totally falls into this giant
Just
giant fire.
vaporized,
It's very sad.
and the movie does not stop
It's the only.
for it.
It's the only death. It's the only thing that you really see Malfoy sad about, because after in the book it's Crab. He's very disappointed and he's very upset with himself that he dies. So you get a little sympathy. Okay, I'm gonna do a character.
A lot of people die.
Oh my
A
god!
lot of people die at the end.
Yeah, at the end
One
they
of the
off like.
twins.
What?
Yeah.
Spoiler. We're not supposed to do real spoilers.
No, but
Lupin
no one remembers
and
which
Tonks.
one
No one
died.
remembers
Lupin
which
and
ones.
Tonks.
And Lupin and Tonks die
Lupin and
hugging
And they
each
have a
other.
kid.
Stop with the
Sirius
stop.
Black
Oh my God!
dies.
Stop telling me these things.
All the
Like,
good
I'll
characters.
remember, but still.
Okay. We're gonna do the acromantula. Do you guys know what that is?
It's a spider.
It's
don't
the
think-
giant spider.
Oh, that's the
Oh my god, that was such a good
that's
guess.
the that's the race of spiders, right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
what
and they're like,
Aragog is.
and they're
Yeah.
evil, but they also kind of help Harry.
yeah.
That's what all the creatures kind of are, because they're
Yeah.
annoyed at like humans and wizards for treating them badly, but like they'll eat whoever's worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of will. But they do try to eat Harry and Ron. Okay.
So there's mythical creatures as well.
So many mythical creatures.
Oh my God,
There's an
a
entire
lot.
movie series, Lily, that we have not talked about.
Oh my god, it's horrible. Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's awful.
Just about
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
The
just
beasts.
the animals?
Yeah. Well, it's about this guy named Newt Scamander, and he likes the
Okay.
beasts.
No, but I gotta keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah. I got 20 pages in and I was like, this is awful. I can't believe I read this.
So it's like we bought a zoo, but Harry Potter?
Yeah, it's like The Last Jedi, but Harry Potter,
Okay.
and there's 3 movies.
Okay. Which kind of dog does Hagrid say Aragog was the size of when he hatched? A Great Dane, a Red Cedar, or a Pekingese?
Oh, a Great Dane.
Pekingese.
Great Dane.
Tia Becky is right. It's a Pekingese.
What?
Yeah.
What is a Pekingese?
Exactly.
It's a type
I
of
thought
dog.
a Pekingese would be small.
Maybe it was.
He was
Maybe
small. He
I
was
mean,
really
he was a
small.
But
spider.
a spider being born the size of a
Oh, I
small
thought-
dog is
I
very
thought it was a
large.
dragon. I thought it was
Sorry.
I thought it was a dragon.
I can find something
You
about
thought the spider was a dragon?
Yes.
The part where we said it's a spider, you were like, oh, I guess it's a
I
dragon.
thought we moved on to another animal.
We're gonna do a fun one. We're gonna
I
do
didn't
the.
know that guy, Robbie Coltrane, had...
Okay, don't
Had-
laugh at him because he
Hagrid.
just
I
died.
know.
He died.
I don't remember the character. I remember the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie Coltrane, I assumed had a dog or like a large animal. I didn't know that the spider was his pet.
No, the spider
Spider's
isn't
not
really-
his pet.
Okay, guys,
let him go
enough
into the
already with
forest.
He's
this.
the
Keep
beast.
going.
He's the beast master.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the care of magical
All right,
creatures
keep
instructor.
going.
Okay.
He's not allowed to have a wand.
Oh yeah, because he
Why?
got
Yeah.
expelled.
All he gets
He's-
is he has to have an
An
umbrella.
yeah.
It's so embarrassing. He's so discriminated against. It's really weird.
But I
'cause
think
he
like
got-
one of the
'cause
things
he was
that
accused
is
of opening
highlighted
the
in the
Chamber of
Wizarding world
Secrets.
is how much classism and racism there is, even
Yeah.
amongst the good guys.
And
There's a
anti-Semitism.
lot.
There's a lot of anti-Semitism, and they don't even address
Goblin.
that. They don't really address that.
Although there
Okay.
is a Jewish character in the Fantastical Beasts movies, I think played by Dan Fogler.
Oh, weird.
Wait, you have to give me a character name.
I don't, his name is like they called him like Justine or something like that. Like
Okay. This is the
Julie
made-
McJewface.
Okay, the Dementors, because this is creepy. Okay, who does?
Those are like the guys in Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, kind of, but they float.
Shai?
yeah,
The
they're
Shadow
like
Riders,
yeah, they're
the
like
Shadow
the Shadow
Busters.
yeah,
I don't know what they're called.
Well, who's the Death Eaters?
The Death Eaters are something different. I can.
They're like
That's not Lord of the Rings?
no.
Wait, a Dementor and a Death Eater are two different.
They're
Oh no, a
two-
Death Eater is the cult of Voldemort.
Yeah, it's Voldemort's
Boom.
cult.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tia
but the
Becky, I'm
Dementors, What are they
impressed.
called in Lord of the Rings?
Shadowhunter.
The Shadow.
Rider.
he plays someone named Kowalski, but then they have two women called Tina Goldstein and Queenie Goldstein.
Oh yeah, I heard their names. Okay. Whose scream does Harry hear when he's attacked by the Dementors on the Hogwarts Express?
Moms.
No.
I feel like that happens.
Mom.
Yeah, because it's.
I was gonna say Lavender Lovejoy.
Oh, okay.
Those
That
are not
is
real
not.
words. There's Lavender Brown and Luna Lovegood, and I don't know where you got the joy from.
They're
Okay.
baby.
Okay, we're gonna do one more thing, and then I'm gonna ask you guys to name some stuff. Okay. This is my wonderful spell deck. I take pride in this.
Okay.
I really love it. It's very big. It's alphabetized. We're not gonna
Wow.
mess it up. Okay,
And
so
they're
here-
real spells from the book.
they are spells from
and
the
the
movies and
movie.
books. Okay,
We
I'm going
need the
to-
ones.
I am going to pull a card, and I'm going to ask you guys to see what you think it does.
Okay.
Dad, you're gonna
And
have to.
supposedly, if anybody had a wand, they could say these spells and it would work.
But if you're not a wizard, like it could be a real disaster.
Okay.
That's
you have
no.
to
If
be
it,
trained.
If you're a Muggle, you can't.
Okay.
Or if you're a Muggle-born wizard, you can do it, like Hermione. But if you're
Not
just like a
trained.
Muggle or a squib, which is what they call, I mean, it's a very racist society.
It was a whole
really
thing about
They call the
half-bloods
janitor a squib because he's born from a magical
it's
family.
not necessarily.
But
a,
he's not magical?
No,
Yeah.
he is magical. He just can't use his magic.
and why?
I don't know.
Because he's like, yeah.
Like he's just, oh my god,
He's-
wow. That's
yeah.
And
really
it's
heavy.
not necessarily used offensively. Like it's not an offensive term, really. But it's like a little bit offensive if you use it as
So you
an offensive
Could
term.
be born
It will be
magical,
offensive.
and whether you're good or bad or smart or dumb,
Yeah.
you're just magical. You have magic.
Yeah.
It depends
Or
unless you're a squib.
You're like Hermione, and you're just determined to be magical.
No,
No,
she
she's born
was
with
magical.
magic.
Oh, but
But a
It's
squib
like
is
being a
someone-
mutant in X-Men.
But her
But it-
parents aren't magical.
But it's like being born. A squib is someone who's born without magical
Yeah.
abilities.
From a
You're born to a
magical
magical
family.
family, but you can't do magic.
Or Hermione's
Like in
coincidentally
Kanto.
born. Yes.
Yeah.
Or Hermione's born from non-magical people, but happened to be born magical.
Yes.
So do her parents know about this whole
They
world?
get their
Yes.
memories erased, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's very sad. But they're dentists.
But do they not
They're
remember?
dentists.
Okay,
they
but do
remember-
know who she is?
Do they
Yeah,
remember
they
their
know that
own
she's
daughter?
magical. They know that she's
But
magical.
when they get their memories erased, do they forget her?
They forget that they're her daughter because that she's their daughter because the Battle of Hogwarts is starting. That is like it's
Do
starting.
they ever remember again?
I don't, they don't
just
really
are
revisit
forgotten
it. They
forever?
don't really revisit it. But they have the Weasleys. They have the Weasleys. Okay.
They don't do much with the human world.
Yeah, they really don't. Okay. So the
We
first.
get a lot of elf politics, no human world.
Okay.
Elf balls.
So this is. I'm going to tell you what the name of the spell is, and I just want you to guys to guess what you
Okay.
think it does. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Diminuendo.
Makes you tiny,
Yeah, it does.
It's shrinking spell.
and you would go like this. Diminuendo.
I don't know. It should say the movement, but I.
Becky is doing this with such authority that I believe her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel-
Diminuendo. And if you don't go down on the O, then it
I
can't
don't
doesn't get
think
shrunk.
that's how it works.
Diminuendo.
I don't think that's how it works, but whatever.
Well,
Okay. Oh, here's a
see
good one.
when your toes start
Okay.
to shrink.
Immobulus.
Oh, you don't move.
You can't
Immobile.
move. You're frozen.
Immobile.
What I really like about these things is that they have a lot of Latin roots
Yeah.
and stuff, and I really like that kind of thing. Okay.
And then just an
Okay, this one's super easy.
You're a Potter linguist.
Crucio.
I put a spell on you.
No, wait.
Crucio, is that the one where you control someone's body?
No.
Kill someone?
No.
Torture someone?
Yes.
You hex
Oh.
someone. Oh yeah, that's
Which sounds like
one's
a
the
crucifix.
legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I bet that's where it came from. Okay, this one's the easiest one in the whole deck. Expelliarmus.
Oh, that's
Spell
when
your-
I
you
get
kick someone out of school.
kick someone out.
What? No.
What? No, it's when you like disarm them.
Yes! This is the easiest one. It's the first spell
Expelliarmus.
they loot.
It's the one when they're
Armis.
learning.
Expelliarmus.
I expel
this
your
one's-
arm.
This one's easy. Okay, this one. Okay. Finite incantatum.
Finish your
that's
song.
when Benicio del Toro comes.
Finish.
Tell me what it does.
Stop singing. It keeps someone from singing.
No.
I don't have a better guess.
Benicio and Cantado, isn't
No,
it?
but tell me what you think it does.
Benicio del Toro. It's when you make Benicio del Toro appear.
No, just no. Okay.
Those are two
It
guesses.
terminates most spell effects.
Terminito. Encanto. Not Cantanto.
I thought it was like,
Encanto.
Cancion.
Yeah, I think it was Cancion.
Okay,
We
okay.
went
Gotcha.
Okay, system aperio.
or repair something.
No, it's
No.
when you make Perrier.
No.
Appear.
Oh, you make
Bubbly
your-
water. It's the bubbly water.
Bubbly
No.
water. It's to make water bubbly.
No.
What is it?
It blasts open a trunk or box.
Well, none of these are fun. I'd rather make Perrier appear.
What do you need to open a box?
Go. Shoot, my thing fell.
Can't you
Hold
just
on.
have a
I
box
gotta
cutter?
grab
I could
it.
get a box cutter anytime
All right.
if I'm out of seltzer.
Give us
I have to
one
go to
last
the
one, and then
store.
we want to hear your recommendations.
Okay. I gotta do the thing. It's not the.
Don't worry about that.
Whatever.
You just-
Whatever. Okay.
You can fix it after.
Eliamis.
Okay.
It's
Oh, this one's a good
Williams.
one. Okay, this one's super easy too. Arresto momentum.
You
Stop someone from
In their
moving in their tracks.
Yeah,
Arrest
kind of.
someone.
it's used like when people are falling from like a great height. You use it, and you
No one uses it
And
on
you won't-
Dumbledore.
yeah, Dumbledore uses it. Dumbledore uses it, and Hermione
Saves
uses
him out of
it.
falling out
No,
that
he's
window.
already dead before he falls
Okay,
off the
but
thing.
still.
He's already
make up-
dead.
Can you make up spells?
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
they don't really
Can
get
Can you
into that.
create your own spell, like
So,
in your own
It's actually
enchantment?
really interesting. I'm so glad that you asked me that.
Oh.
There during the sixth movie, Harry Potter is reading the Half-Blood Prince's diary, and he finds the spell Sectum Semper, which is in here, but I'm not gonna look for it. Which basically you cast it, and your opponent, like your person who you cast at, starts bleeding. It like cuts holes in them, and they start bleeding. You only really see it used once on Malfoy, and then they talk about it being used in the Battle of Hogwarts, and then Bill gets it to the side of his ear, and he loses an ear. But otherwise, it's not really mentioned that much. And Harry thinks that it was a made-up spell, and so does Hermione. But it turns out that the spells go in and out of fashion, like
Oh,
fashion,
interesting.
like fashion trends.
Interesting.
Instead of like tube
That's-
tops and
I
stuff,
love
it's
how much
spells.
You know about this.
I know. about
What's
this.
better, the books or the movies?
Oh, okay. So I think
I'm gonna do a rapid fire.
okay.
Books or movies? Quick. You have 2 seconds.
I'm going. I
Books
really
or
like
movies?
the books. I
Books,
really like
okay.
the books.
Who's
But I love the
better?
movies.
Who's better, Harry or his friend, the Weasley?
Oh, Harry,
Who's better, Weasley or Hermione?
Hermione.
Okay. Wow. All right.
No, you told me we were gonna do buy rent or math, but if we don't have
Do you have a buy rent or math for us?
yeah, I do. Okay.
Okay.
That's a buy rent.
Buy rent or math for Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Which one is it?
I
I
buy
buy
Harry, I
Harry,
rent Hermione,
Hermione,
and
and
I
I
meh
Ron.
Weasley. He
Yeah.
really becomes less and less interesting as the movie
Yeah,
goes on.
he's a
Fascinating.
nerd.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody likes Harry. He is the least
Yeah,
Skywalker.
he's great.
You guys are wrong. You
Oh.
buy Hermione, you rent Harry.
No.
Well, I will
No.
say this.
You know why you don't
Hermione
get to buy
is by
Hermione?
far the best wizard.
She's
like,
the
by
best
far.
wizard, but that whole like 3 books where she's just fighting for that house elf thing, it's such a tangent, and she gets so annoying for like a huge period
it's
of the
the
books.
it's the only time where they actually address like slavery and stuff. It's the she's the only person who cares about it.
No, I know, but she's so annoying.
It's a strong case
It's,
for
and
Hermione.
I'm trying to remember what the
I mean,
she creates a club and there's an acronym and I forget. My mom
That's
was
when she
trying to
gets
figure it
very
out.
annoying.
No, she was trying to figure it out and it was like squirt or squeal or something. It's
Oh.
it's spew.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the acronym.
What's the best book?
Oh, the best book probably the Deathly Hallows.
What's the best movie?
Probably the Deathly Hallows Part 2, or I'm I really like the second one.
Oh. What's the best death?
Oh my god, the best death. The most heartbreaking death is Sirius Black, but I think the best death is Voldemort's death
Oh.
because he dies. I feel like I had to tell you that he dies and you didn't believe me.
No, I didn't
See?
believe you. You
Oh,
told me the other
maybe,
day. And
maybe.
I was like, what? I thought he turns into a tiny ghost baby that lives under a chair. No, that's
Why do
true.
you live under a chair?
That's a scene.
specifically.
I don't know.
Like an armchair?
Harry and
Like
Dumbledore are
stool?
sitting
like
on
a
a park
bench.
bench in like heaven, and there's a little mushy baby under it. Going,
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Is that
Yes.
an epilogue?
Yes. No, it's not an epilogue.
it's not
part
with
of the
Harry
novel.
when Voldemort tries to kill him and blows up and like
Yeah,
ends up
the-
attacking Harry, who is like a living Horcrux.
Right.
Like Harry gets like zapped into like the Netherworld for a minute.
No, it's just he's just in his mind.
No, he's in his mind, whatever, and he's sitting next to Dumbledore, and then there's like a gross baby.
This is
version of
true. I'm not
Voldemort
gonna
on the
deny-
floor going,
No, he doesn't talk, but he
So
is there.
Harry's a Horcrux?
Harry
I think so.
is-
They never explicitly say.
Didn't you read it?
I can
No,
name
but
all
they
the
never
Horcruxes.
explicitly say it.
20
But
years ago.
no, but they never explicitly say it. But Harry's scar, I believe, is a Horcrux.
Well,
because-
so when Harry's
Yeah, I remember that.
when
makes
Voldemort
sense.
kills his mom, he somehow ends up making a Horcrux, and it has to latch. The Horcrux has to latch itself onto something, and so it latches itself onto Harry.
Oh my gosh, I love how much you love this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think as a kid I had anything that
I did though.
we know you did, and we know where she comes from. But
You
I'm
had
just
Star
saying,
Wars and GI Joe.
I had a lot of things that I
The start.
loved, but I didn't have a world as big as this that I loved so much, and I love this for you.
Thank you.
And I love that I get to experience it with you.
Thank you. Okay.
And
Even though I don't understand it, but
that's the
one day
best
I
part of
will.
watching it with you.
Okay.
Maybe one day I will.
Now, Nama, could you please give us a couple of shout outs and recs before the
Oh, we're done.
episode?
We're ending.
I know
Okay.
it goes
I
fast.
have Rex. I just have to move stuff because it's a very tiny countertop. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with my Harry Potter rec. It's not a movie. It's not a book. There is a Max miniseries. I feel like it's like maybe 4 episodes long. It's called Harry Potter Hogwarts Tournament of Houses. It's basically all of the biggest Harry Potter fans know, somehow I was not invited to this, in the world are selected to compete for like actual live trivia, and there's like 3 people per team, and there's like houses.
Oh, and they filmed it like a reality show?
Yeah, it's really
Oh,
fun.
that's fun.
And then some of the characters
Like
appear.
Jeopardy for...
It's a little different. It's kind of, but some of the
Wasn't
characters.
Helen Mirren the host?
I don't
No,
know. Maybe
Dame Edna. I don't
something
know.
like
I
that.
don't remember.
She's got white hair. She's loud. And then some of the characters from the movies come back and they do a little.
Oh,
they do
cute.
cameos.
That's a
It's
nice rec. What else you got?
All of my other recs are like from 3 years ago, but I'm gonna. Okay, so I have Chuck.
Okay.
I love
That's
Chuck.
great.
I have Brooklyn Nine-Nine because
Oh.
me and my sister have been
I haven't watched
rampaging
that
with.
so long, and I got to watch an ep with these guys yesterday, and oh my god, was
That's a
that
great
like
show.
joy in my heart. That was so
Yeah.
fun. But it's more fun watching with you.
Yeah, and then Ted Lasso because
Okay.
I am my
That's fair.
mother's daughter.
Well,
I have a rec. I have a Harry Potter rec.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate for you, but I think you probably could watch it. But the Boy Who Lived.
oh yeah.
What?
It's on HBO Max.
Oh,
It's
I haven't heard of
about
this.
Daniel Radcliff, who played Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
I
if
know
you
who
ever
that
heard of him.
is. I
Daniel.
Wait, hold on. It's
You
not
think I
just about
haven't
him.
heard of this?
It's not just
it's
about him.
Daniel Radcliffe's stunt double, who did all the stunts for him in all the movies,
Mm-hmm.
and about what happened to him in the last movie. He got hurt making the last movie.
What do you do?
He and one of the stunts got very badly injured.
Oh, I
and
didn't.
he's in a wheelchair, and it's
Oh, I didn't
about
hear
how
that.
over the last, gosh, how long ago was that movie? It's
10 years
10
ago?
years ago.
Probably.
And
like
they worked
13
together
years
for
ago?
10 years, and then in the last movie he got injured, and then so that's 10 years ago, so it's 20 years of their friendship.
Mhm.
Because apparently Dan Radcliffe was much closer with the stunt team than even the actors. They were very, very, very close friends, and they still remain extremely close friends today.
Okay, I'll
And
watch
it's
that.
very beautiful, and there's a lot of footage of the movie behind the scenes because they use a lot of the footage, and then so I think I don't know anything about the movies, and I loved it. And if you love the movies and the books, then it might even be more interesting for you.
Okay, sure.
All right. Cool.
I hadn't
Well,
heard about
guys,
that.
this is a momentous episode.
Wait, do you guys have?
Long time in
don't
the.
you guys
When we
aren't
have
you
a
guys
guest,
supposed
we
to say
usually
something?
We
defer to
usually
the
have the
guest.
guests do it.
Oh.
Although I did watch.
And I just did one. Harry
Okay.
Potter
Yeah,
related.
and Lily and I gave a bunch in the last episode.
I want
and
you
haven't
guys to
watched anything
recommend
new
one
since then.
movie each.
Oh.
It can't be the
Well,
same
the last
one.
movie I just watched that I thought was amazing was Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's
That is
really
not.
good.
I was
for
talking
you,
about
really.
Harry Potter. I want you guys to each
Oh,
recommend.
for me, it's
one of the Harry
it's
Potter-
all about Mike Newell's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I've seen
the
that
one
one.
with the swimming.
I've seen that one
Yeah.
10 times.
That's the only one
I've seen that one
seen.
10 times. I think is a standalone movie, even though it's like the middle of the series. I think
the
it's a
only one I've
standalone
seen.
movie.
And the Deathly Hallows part.
It's my favorite because it, as much as it has the Harry Potter stuff, I think it does some of the best job at really making those characters into more three-dimensional characters, which is about when that starts happening in the books as well. It starts a little bit more in the third movie, which is done by Cuarón, but I like Mike Newell, who directed Four Weddings and a Funeral. I like his take on Harry Potter the most.
Cool.
You too. Both
No,
of you
I
cheers.
agree.
That's
agree.
the only
No,
one
you
I
guys
can
have to pick
remember.
different ones.
Well, then the Deathly Hallows cartoon
Which one?
that we watched together.
No, it has to be a movie.
That's that movie. What's that movie called?
Which
It
is
had
the one that has the Deathly
in
Hallows cartoon in it.
It's part one.
Okay, then that one.
I was gonna recommend that one, but yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
sorry.
Oh,
Then
that's
the
okay.
one with the puddle.
The
The
one-
girl with the puddle. That I remember.
Puddle.
Moaning Myrtle.
Moaning Myrtle?
Yeah.
In the toilet?
That's the only other one.
You know, when
I've
you go to
seen.
the bathroom in Universal Studios, they have a soundtrack of her whining
Fetching?
in the background.
That's really
Wait,
funny.
which is the one where he meets Sirius Black for
The
the
third
third
one.
one.
Then
That's the
That's
Cuarón
clearly
one.
the best one.
That's
the
what
one.
many people think is the best one because
Sure.
and that one is probably my second favorite. It has Remus Lupin. It's a very cool.
A lot of them have Remus Lupin.
But that one has him as a main
Okay.
character. He's the
I'm done
teacher.
talking about Harry Potter.
You done?
All
I
right.
need
I
an
need an
I
apple.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Thanks for doing the
you.
show. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
That
Can't wait to
Slytherin
have you
energy
back
at
on.
the end.
All
Yeah.
right. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Friday Night Movie, the sibling rivalry and pop culture podcast. Join the Friday Night Movie family by following @FriNightMovie on all of the socials and visiting our website, FriNightMovie.com. Our theme song is by What Does It Eat? And make sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening.